based on essentially what amounts to polluted air that's exhaled. I can promise you that no one is safe.
From the way Amber's people have been attacking Johnny repeatedly since he emerged as the winner of the defamation suit, you'd think they had a getaway plan from the beginning, but Depp just might have foiled all of those plans. But even that isn't the kick of the story. What is amazing is how the Pirates of the Caribbean actor was able to take down the Amber supporter in this case, and trust me, that's really not something you want to miss out on. So stick around till the end of the video to get the whole juice. In general, you could easily say that since Amber got exposed as a liar in court and faced the music, many of her supporters have also been met with a similar fate by the court of public opinion. However, this particular case seems to be one that people had been looking forward to for a long time. And that's because the person we're referring to here didn't only attack Johnny Depp himself, but they also attacked everyone associated with the actor on several occasions. But now, all of that is over as news has just come out that she is officially leaving Twitter forever. For context, the person I'm referring to here is Michelle Dawber, the Amber supporter who also happens to be a professor at Stanford University and has been publicly attacking Johnny since the first time Amber leveled accusations against him. While people have openly defended Johnny from her repeated attacks on social media, the professor has been known to take her attacks far beyond the Pirates of the Caribbean star and his fans, all the way to his legal team, and that's even one of the things that have gotten her to leave the social network. She officially made the announcement a couple of hours ago, citing the fact that the app is now being run by Elon Musk, the new CEO, and his mistreatment of the workers as her reason for leaving. However, if you consider all of the backlash she has been met with for openly attacking Depp when it was proven that Amber was the one with the problem in the relationship, you would probably also be able to tell that she wasn't being entirely honest about her reason for leaving. You see, the thing about Dawber's attacks against Johnny and his fans is that those attacks weren't limited to just the actor alone. The professor actually made it a point to go after the actor's lawyer. According to reports, Michelle Dawber, who is based in California, criticized a number of lawyers including Camilla Vasquez, who played a key role in Johnny Depp's recent defamation case against his ex-wife Amber Heard. Following the case, in which a jury in Virginia found Amber Heard liable for 3 counts of defamation against Depp and him liable for 1 count against her, Vasquez shot to international prominence. While much of the attention given to the lawyer has been positive, she has also faced some negativity, including the tweets by Michelle Dawber, which described the attorney as a pick-me girl, a phrase normally used to refer to women who crave male validation. Taking to Twitter, Dawber wrote, "In a society that strips women of real power, some women have learned to seek male approval in the hopes they won't be raped or abused or humiliated. Sucking up to power might feel good to you, but it won't work. You will be next." Continuing the thread, she shared an image of Camilla Vasquez with the words, "Of all the women who suck up to male power, women lawyers are the absolute worst of the bunch." Desperate to prove they are real lawyers and understanding that being a woman undermines their identity as lawyers, they throw women under the bus as hard and fast as they can. When a Twitter user suggested that if Dawber's son were accused of domestic abuse, she would be happy to have Vasquez represent him, she replied, "If my son was accused of DV, he would have a lot more to worry about than some pick-me-girl lawyer." The tweets by Dawber have been criticized by a lot of people, but how you know that it wasn't just Depp fans that thought she crossed the line is that British barrister Daniel Smith has also called her out. Smith, who is a lawyer in the UK and also runs a YouTube channel providing commentary on legal cases and describing legal terms called Black Belt Barrister, stated that she was out of pocket for those comments. Smith told FEMAIL the tweets were disappointing to read, adding, "It is frankly rather shocking to read such offensive and disparaging comments directed toward women lawyers and women in general, let alone from an award-winning Stanford law professor. I had to check the Stanford directory to confirm the same. Ironically, it is my view that such tweets and comments are likely to worsen prejudicial views held by some, rather than help to eliminate them." He explained that in the UK, within the Bar Standards Board handbook, acting in a way that is likely to diminish the trust and confidence that the public places in the legal profession are considered misconduct. While lawyers can argue with others online, he suggested tweets such as these would almost certainly cross the threshold when it comes to UK guidelines around comments that are likely to diminish public trust and confidence in the profession. He added, "I would expect that there are similar rules for lawyers in the US and, perhaps, in Stanford's policies." When joining the legal profession, one assumes and commits to a more measured approach to uphold the trust and integrity in the legal profession and the legal system as a whole. With regards to the tweets about Camilla Vasquez, he said, "I believe are potentially defamatory and, in any event, totally unacceptable from any legal professional." Yet further irony is that Ms. Vasquez just won a multi-million lawsuit for defamation for an article that did not mention the claimant's name. In my view, Dawber's tweet with a screenshot photograph of Ms. Vasquez may also be the basis for a defamation claim. What makes this story even more bizarre is that Dawber has actually been sued for defamation in the past, confirming that this wasn't even her first rodeo defaming someone. That's right, Steve White of Hayward, a man who regularly protested against the recall of Judge Aaron Persky, has filed a defamation lawsuit against recall leader and Stanford law professor Michelle Dawber. White represented himself in the suit, which also alleges the intentional infliction of emotional distress and interference with his free speech rights. Last year, he tried unsuccessfully to get a restraining order against Dawber, claiming she had said recall supporters to swarm or mob his one-man counter-protests at recall-related rallies and events. In the new lawsuit, he claims that Webby suppressed his First Amendment rights by having DEA inspectors surveil him at a press conference where District Attorney Jeff Rosen announced a proposed change to state law related to Stanford dropout Brock Turner's 6-month sentence for sexual assault. At another event, White claims that Webby conspired with Dawber to steal his anti-recall sign. In addition to all of these, White also cited an incident at the Commonwealth Club in 2016 when he was asked to leave the area outside the venue, where Dawber was speaking on a panel about campus sexual assault inside. White claims this constituted harassment. On Sept. 2, 2016, the night Turner was released from Santa Clara County Jail in San Jose, White says that Dawber grabbed his pro-Persky sign, ran with it, and hid it. White also blames Dawber for his removal by police from an event at Stanford Law School on May 1, 2017. Considering all of these details about a case from this far back, it's not exactly a far-fetched idea that Dawber would actually be capable of defaming Camilla Vasquez. But the thing is that Johnny's lawyer wasn't even the only one she defamed in recent times. According to the reports, as well as Vasquez, Dawber also shared tweets listing female lawyers she called skirts, including those who had represented Harvey Weinstein, Bill Cosby, and Andrew Cuomo, among others. Unsurprisingly, the whole thing with Dawber has blown up on the internet and become an entire discourse, with several people weighing in to give their thoughts on the news of the professor leaving. And let's just say not very many people were sad about her exit. In fact, you could say more people were actually happy about her leaving the platform. One user wrote, "Aha, it sure. Keep telling yourself that, Miss Farquaad. You should have been deleted long ago for being an abusive and incredibly toxic online bully, even going as low as using Twitter to threaten a student because he dared to ask you a question. Looks like the people on Twitter have been done with Dawber and her shenanigans for a long time." Anyway, that's it for this video. Goodbye.